Hi, Allie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So, Allie and I were chatting before we started here for a minute, and I learned a new British word. Well,
Yeah,
two words, I think. Because tell me what you said about your son today.
I said he threw a strop, which I've just Googled it, and it tells me that throwing a strop is mainly British informal, a temper tantrum. He threw a strop and stormed off.
Yes, yes. From the context, that's what I thought it was. But you were like, and I'm like, strop. But there was another word, stropped and
Whinging.
whingy. I have not heard of those two words at all. I'm so excited. So my question to you is when you're I don't know, when you're editing, like you need to edit for the US market, I guess, but what if you do want to sell your product to the UK? Like do you just let the American stuff flow into the UK and other British markets, or do you have to edit accordingly?
Generally, I'm echoing. Where am I echoing from? Can anyone else hear me echo, or is it just me?
No, you're nice and loud. We're good today.
Okay, awesome. Um, I think it actually helps not being American because I can. When you edit, if you edit for the American market, you put everything in American as much as possible.
Yeah.
If you edit for the English market, it doesn't really matter if it comes in as American because pretty much everyone around the world is flexible and will just go, oh, that's an American thing. Whereas Americans go, that's wrong.
Yeah.
So,
it's wrong. If you're going to throw a fit, throw a damn fit. Don't call it a strop and a whinge. What's the matter with you?
That's right. Although, if stuff like that was in it, then I wouldn't necessarily notice that.
I know. That's interesting.
That was British, not American.
Okay, so whinging. So strop is throw a fit. You added in whinging as well. What's the difference between the two?
Whinging is like
whining.
Yeah, whinging, whining.
You just added an extra G. That's all. Whining. Huh.
Yes.
It's cute though. It was so cute. And I'm like, I want to be British. I want to talk like with all of this stuff that you guys talk
I want to
with.
have all these words.
I know. All these words. I want to call every dessert a pudding. Every single one from now on is a pudding. Isn't that what you're calling it? You're calling every dessert was a pudding.
That's right. Gotta have pudding.
I think Megan.
Not actual pudding. Sometimes we have pudding on pudding because your pudding's like custard and we have custard on dessert. So we have pudding on pudding.
Oh my God, sorry. That just struck me as funny. And I think I snorted. Sorry. I snorted on camera. Hopefully nobody slow-mos that. Okay. I was just thinking, geez, I don't mind putting on pudding. Double extra pudding, that's great. It's fine.
More pudding.
I know. More pudding, the better. Don't get me started on pudding, says Megan. I know Megan knows the conversation we're talking about because she was in on it. Maybe Easy Graphics, too. Brits are bilingual in English and American. I know, right?
Yeah, generally.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And has somebody been smart enough to publish like a dictionary from American to English? She's going to Google it.
I'll Google.
I was just going to say she's Googling it. If not, damn it, we need to get on that one. We need to make that one happen. It's probably out there already. Every idea has already been done. So they say.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm
saying American English dictionaries, but I'm not saying from American to English or vice versa.
See?
Maybe someone else can come up with it.
No, Allie, you need to jump on this bandwagon. This one sounds like a good one. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, what are we working on today? What's everyone in the chat working on today? We've got Kate Sadler, Easy Graphics. We've got Wayne Blinko, Megan, Gainsel here. Unfortunately, Morningstar couldn't be with us today.
Oh, yeah. She said she was missing, didn't she?
Yes, see, everyone agrees with me. I love British slang. Now, maybe there's a dictionary on British slang, but does it actually
I'm sure there is.
Go from the standpoint of British slang to the American? Chuffed. Yes, the first time I heard chuffed was with my kids watching Thomas the Train, because Thomas would chuff down the track. Chuffed off. He chuffed off down the track. Thomas the Train. Are you familiar with Thomas the Train over there?
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yes, that's the same one.
Yeah.
Written by an editor. See, there you go. Have to leave early, but stay in the song. Okay, easy.
Chav.
What's chav mean?
Chavs, if I recollect correctly, were from the show The Only Way is Essex, maybe? Is that where it started? Which I did not watch. But let's see if I can find a good definition. I'm not good at defining things on the spot. A young person of a type characterized by brash and loutish behavior, usually with connotations of a low social status. Yeah, no, I don't agree with that.
Huh. Yeah.
Chavs were distinctly not
like a gang
not
member?
necessarily the low social status. They like the rip-off brand name stuff, or the actual brand name stuff. You had plenty of well-off chavs. They were the thing.
Yeah, that is weird. Chuffed. Chuffed, I think, is like huffing off, right?
It depends. If you're an actual train and you're chuffing, or I've seen chuffed in paranormal romance being used for animal laughter, like the bear chuffed or the dragon chuffed. But if you're chuffed about something, then yeah, like Megan says, you're pleased with something.
I always took it to mean that Thomas was upset, so he chuffed off down the track. Interesting. I'm really chuffed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, we learn something new every day. So, okay, what are you writing today, Allie? What's going on? What's everyone else writing? Put it in the chat, and we'll head into our first 20. So, Allie, what are you writing?
I'm still reworking Project X. I'm up to, I don't know, 5,000, 6,000 words.
Yay.
I'm up to a point that I'm copying, pasting, and editing, and removing a character and things.
Okay, that's good. I think that's good. It's all good.
Yeah.
You're feeling good about it? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Megan's drafting a first kiss. Awesome. Those are wonderful. Easy Graphics editing a blog. I am adding in, hopefully, the final chapter to a book that is already edited. And Allie knows the whole story, but that's okay. We're doing good. We're moving things along for the series Bible. I actually had some fixes that I made throughout my edit here, my final edit, and it's all good now. I'm feeling super happy about it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Got most especially the timeline. That was the biggest thing. And so I realized I had a lot of work to do in that. So we're all good now. Okay. Are we ready to work?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, everyone, let's go into working. You can keep telling us what you're working on in the chat, and we will see you guys in 20.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Woohoo! Stop. So, how'd everyone do? Megan, tell us your word count. What'd you do? I got some words. I'm so pumped. Let's see here. Word count. Okay, 562. Looks like about 600.
Oh, Kristen, good job.
I know. I'm excited. How about you? What'd you do?
I copied the load in and started editing them, so kind of loath to call that a word count, frankly.
That's okay. You know what I decided this month? I went into it thinking, well, January, February, wrote every month. Met my goal, 1,000 words a day. But I wrote, and which means at some point I had to edit it and move things down the line. And I decided to say, you know what? I was chuffed with myself using graphics. The good version of chuffed, not what I thought was bad version of chuffed. Anyway, I wrote, and I realized today, you know what? I just got to give myself permission to say it's okay not to be in that writing frame of mind and to edit and to work through the challenges of a series of books and all of that.
Yep.
I'm going to have to work toward that point because it does take a different part of your brain to do all that versus the creativity writing. I need to work on that point where I'm able to do both. Okay, I'm editing this, but I'm writing this. And I've been doing that, but I don't feel like I've been like, okay, my mornings, I am writing. Okay, I'm done with that part of my brain. My afternoons, I'm editing. Like I'm not quite that organized feeling with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so it's just giving your brain permission to do it. It's okay. So I'm giving myself permission. It's okay. So I did it. That's the way it was.
You posted somewhere, didn't you? Someone else's timetable of like how they split their day up and did their writing, and like they were working on a project A and a project B.
Mm-hmm.
So you could always have that, like you editing in this, writing in this, and then you've got your word count and your editing going.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right. It's just that feeling of, oh my God, I'm a writer. I'm supposed to be writing. And if I have a day where I'm not writing, gotta give myself permission that is okay. I edited, I deleted, I moved things around. I figured out a timeline. That is still progress, and it's not beating myself up because I'm not meeting my word goal, which I'm sure I will overshoot over the next month since I'm, working on more things. So it's just an interesting, writing. Who knew writing would be such a psychological process? Screwing with my psyche, Jesus. Okay, 338. Awesome. That is not so. You're doing fine, Megan. Kate Sadler, I'm editing, been writing a new scene for the book, about 200 words. Awesome. Well done. Our eternal cheerleader, Easy Graphics. Yes.
Yeah.
Yay. So that felt good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So what's next? Yeah. Shall we just move right on into our second one? Shall we just go?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, let's do that. So everyone get your fingers ready. Yeah. And we will
see you. Fingers ready to fly.
See you in 20.
Yep.
Okay, we're back. I did 375 that time. What'd y'all do? Put it into the, whoops.
No, well done.
Let me remove that one. There we go. How'd you do? What'd you do?
I got to the end of the chapter, I think.
Nice. Does that make you feel good when you reach that point? And
well, it's the end of chapter 2 on this version, and it was the end of chapter 5 on the original version.
yeah, that happens. Well, we all have to make sense of what we're writing. Sometimes it takes us writing a lot to get to that point to make sense. And that's okay. Jocelyn Carter's joined us. Wayne Blinko's on 200. Awesome. Tell us what you've got, Megan. Kate, tell us what you're up to. Easy Graphics had to go. No problem. Yeah, it's fun to have everyone on here. So what are some rabbit holes? Did you go down any rabbit holes? I did not rabbit hole today yet.
I haven't rabbit holed at all yet today.
No.
But then I'm rewriting the first bit, so I did all my rabbit holing the first time through. That's
true. Any fun rabbit holes from the people watching? Let us know, because those are always fun to kind of keep track of and see. In what I've been writing is the best friend of my main character is telling off the guy who has been a real jerk to my main character and broke her heart, you know. So it's been fun. It's been fun to tell him off and to see this side of her, because she's the one who's in that book that I'm currently work in progress on. So it's kind of fun to, I hadn't fleshed this part of her out. This just came out, which is kind of fun. She's quirky and, you know, she's like fun and different and goes at her beat of her own drum. And suddenly it's like, I know everything and I'm going to tell you because you are being a dick, you know, kind of thing.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love it. It's been kind of fun.
Is that your book?
The bookstore owner? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that it's been kind of fun to see this, and now I can carry it over, you know, to the next one. So, and then I'm about to introduce a new male character who I had alluded to. You might recall Daniel in this story had talked about how he had gotten his money in the past from, you know, he and a buddy from Harvard had started a legal online thing, and they sold it for millions and made a lot of money. So I'm about to bring him back in. He's going to run into this is like my hero's worst day, you know, which is going to force him into facing himself. So I figured that was kind of missing before, so that's what I'm adding in.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that'll bring that guy in.
I'm looking forward to reading it again.
So that'll bring that guy in. So then I can bring that guy in as a guy, as a hero character for later. So
awesome.
I know. It's hard because I'm an only child, so I don't often think, I don't know if anyone else does this. Are you an only child? Or do you have a brother and sister?
I have a sister.
You have a sister?
I've only completely forgotten her existence once.
You've completely forgotten her existence once?
I moved out of my parents after university. I moved into a flat in the town centre with a friend of mine, and my parents helped me move in. And I literally stood there in my flat in town centre, and I said to my parents, "So what are you going to do now your only child's left home?" And they stared at me and they said, "You're not an only child. You have a sister." Oh, yes, I do.
Yes, wow. Yes. Sometimes we like to be an only child. I was an only child. It is fun.
Yeah.
I got to play with my friends all the time because they felt bad for me. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. But see, when you write your characters, do you think about them having siblings? Because that's something hard for me to do. Like it's also very complicated, I think, to bring in all these characters into their life. And it's much more simple just to write them as only children. But then when I want to carry on a series and have love interests crisscross and all that, it's hard when there aren't any brothers and sisters. Yes. But do you
Go
think
ahead.
that way? Yeah. I guess if you have a sibling, it might naturally come to you. I don't know.
My my earlier story, I killed them all off in like the first 3 pages. This story, my main character's got. I'm good with siblings, honest.
You really don't
My
want siblings, apparently.
only child. My main character in this one, my female's got some half siblings that she doesn't get on with. So again, she happily leaves them behind in the first like couple of chapters and moves on with her life.
You have some issues.
I do. I hadn't even realised that.
You haven't even dealt with them, apparently, in your life. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Jocelyn is fleshing out a scene from Work in Progress. Yay. Megan always has a mix of only children, people with siblings with bad relationships, people with siblings with good relationships. I know. I mean, I guess when I think about it, I do have a couple examples of like children who, or like, people I know who have these wonderful sibling relationships, But like even my kids, I almost feel like I have two only children. Like, if that makes sense, because they are not yet, although I think they will be when they're older, be more friendly to each other, but they'll find their way to be buddies, maybe.
Oh, hey, in my romance series that I plotted out, my characters there had siblings. Like my male main character was really good friends with his sister, and she was going to get her own book. So, some of those had siblings. I think it's a little bit harder in fantasy, because especially the fantasies I've written, they've been leaving their home and going off. So even if they did have a sibling, they weren't involved in the story because it's an adventure story.
Right, right. And there can really only be one great heroine, probably, Like, I'm sure, I mean, maybe there's minor stuff, but, in a fantasy, you want that one savior, So that is interesting. You know what I started watching last night was it Sword and Bone?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Have you read that?
No, I haven't. I've seen a lot about it recently, though.
I know, me too. And so I saw it on Netflix last night with my husband, and so late last night we were catching the first episode. It looks really good. So
excellent.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a nice replacement for Game of Thrones, or
I've seen it. I've seen it called "What Game of Thrones Fans Will Want to Watch Next."
So. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that gets into. All right, shall we jump into our next 20?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's finish the day on a strong note. So we will see you all. Oh, look, Kate Sadler said, "Oh, Shadow and Bone." I called it Sword and Bone. Yeah, Shadow and Bone.
Yeah, that sounds right. Either of them could work.
Yeah, maybe that's the next rendition. No, it was good. I can't wait to see what you think, Kate, if you watch it. All right, well, let's jump into our final 20. Hope y'all get some good numbers in, and we'll catch on the flip side and see how you did.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, we're back, Allie. How were your words? What'd you do?
Hi. I did okay.
All right.
I've cut out quite a lot of this next section because a large amount of it was that character that I'm removing.
Nice. Let's see. So do you feel like you made progress?
Yeah.
Excuse
And I've gone from 4,837 words when I finished yesterday, and I've now got I've got 11,000, but I'm not quite at the end of that, so I'll probably end up at more about 10,000.
muted. Yes, it was muted there. Yay! That sounds like good progress. You're coming along.
Yeah.
Now, the other day you were feeling like you were conflicted about your plot. Are you feeling a little...
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling much better about it now. I've got a good idea of where it's going to go. So
Nice.
that's why I decided to hack it all about a bit. Yeah.
Good. Let's see. 33385 minus 31,923. So 1,462 for my sprint today.
Okay,
Yay.
nice.
Super happy. That's great. All right. So I think everyone left us. Oh, nope. There's Jocelyn. Jocelyn Dale popped in from Self-Publishing with Dale. I don't know if he's still here, but it was nice to see his face pop up. And he's doing some great stuff. I don't know if you've seen the links I put in the Facebook group with his, he and his wife are doing a little bit on writing, I suppose it is. And so it's been kind of fun to see. So check that link out in the Facebook group, Allie, because the YouTube
I've got the writing in third person narrative video up to watch at some point.
Oh, good. Yeah. They're funny. It's funny. Yeah, Jocelyn, I hope you had a good day. I know earlier it sounded like you were having maybe some challenges. So hope that went well. Sounded like Kate and Megan had a good time. William Blinko, Wayne Blinko, if you're still here, hope you did good. Yeah, it was a good writing day. We got it in. Here's Jocelyn. Let's see. I know this is off topic, but I am in the mood for brownies.
Now am I. Now so am I.
Yeah. I do
not have any.
I had brownies last night. We made low carb brownies. So yeah. They were really good. For being low carb. They were good. Of course, if you put enough whipped cream and chocolate chips on top, it just helps out perfectly. It's just that right balance.
That's right.
Of low carb with a little sweet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got to have my pudding. Anyway. Okay, well, this has been fun. So we will be back Saturday morning. We're going to do this at 10 a.m. I know we've been kind of flip-flopping 10 a.m. and noon, but it just seems like other things are happening at different times, or either at 10 or at noon. And, it's like I'm constantly flip-flopping. So sorry for that. But we're going to meet at 10 a.m. Saturday for some more writing. I'll put out all the notices Friday for the links.
Cool.
Sounds good. And this will be the end of April. That'll be May 1st. So we'll have to
that will
reassess our month and make some new goals and move forward. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Allie.
All right.
Everybody,
have a good week, everyone.
Yep. Have a good week. We'll see you on Saturday. Go make some brownies, Jocelyn. I'm sure they'll be yummy.
Yes.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.